15 years ago today, this film came out. In the tradition of such films about the world has become a savage wasteland, like films like A Boy and His Dog, the Mad Max series, and 2009's The Road, which unfortunately I didn't see, comes the Book of Eli, directed by Albert and Alan Hughes, who are best known for directing such films as Menace to Society and From Hell. The film stars Denzel Washington as Eli, a lone drifter with weapons and a Bible in his backpack he's sworn to protect. Where is he going when he walks these savage wastelands? The only thing he knows, he's guided by faith. He talks in a friendly tone, but if push comes to shove, and you want to hurt him, he will not hesitate, because he has a particular deadly set of skills that you don't want. I'll put it to you this way: this is a guy you wouldn't want as an enemy. He makes his way to a savage town that is not very welcoming to strangers. He's just looking for water. He comes across Carnage, I think that's his name, played by Gary Oldman, a guy who's looking for the Bible because he thinks the Bible has great power. But Eli refuses to give it up. Carnage will do whatever it takes to get it. And when Eli manages to escape that town, he's paired with Solara, played by Mila Kunis, who is Carnage's stepdaughter, because he's married to her mother, who's played by Jennifer Beals, who's blind, and Carnage don't care who he'll use and what he needs to get the Bible. He will get it. Will Eli and Solara escape? Well, I'm sure y'all know that answer by now, but if you haven't, I suggest you see the movie to find out. I gotta say, this was a pretty good film. It really shows you a world that might be, and it doesn't try to be too, what is the word? Too Hollywoodish looking. I mean, it's not, it doesn't overdo doesn't show the overlookedness like Mad Max, but it still gives you the similar feel to it. Denzel Washington is good as Eli. Like I said, he talks in such a simple tone, but he has awesome, good fighting skills. That oh man, I heard it was the guy who was a fight choreographer who studied with Bruce Lee, choreographed the fight scenes, and they almost wanted to use a stunt double, but for the fight scenes. But Denzel says, "No, I want to do the fight scenes myself." Can't argue with Denzel, no. Other actors do well too, like Gary Oldman. He's particularly scary and menacing as Carnage. And, I believe he has Mila Kunis and Jennifer Beals intimidated by him. You could just see them jump a little. I mean, I don't know if that's acting or it's just they're really intimidated by him. Mila Kunis does well also. I thought she'd be wrong. When I first heard she was in this movie, I thought she was miscast because I wouldn't think she would have been able to hold her own with Denzel, but surprisingly she does. She holds her own very well. The two just really click, and it's well directed by Alan and Albert Hughes. It has a lot of good fight scenes, and although it's not an action film, and it really has that message on holding on to faith and not losing yourself in the process. It really holds that message pretty well. So I give The Book of Eli a 10 out of 10. I hear there's a prequel series coming out, but that's just, at her, it's just a